Hey, this is Sully for Antisocial News Body Count Report for Monday, October the 30th, 2017. And we have resolved some of the technical difficulties here. And it looks like I'm going to be able to provide for you a video of me talking about the news here. So we're going to go ahead and get an audio recording set up here too, just in case this video doesn't work out. All right. So once again, this is the body count report for October the 30th, 2017. And first, I just wanted to start out. Let's do a little icebreaker here to to show you a perfect example of a non-life-threatening story. But I wanted to just do a story that caught my eye. It was in Irish Times, and this is a headline that you just can't read, not in an accent. You can't read this as an American. Here, let me try. Let me try reading it as an American. Irish Times. Woman called 999 because she could not get her wellies off. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work. Okay, so let's try. Let's try that again properly. Hello, this is Sean O'Sullivan reporting for the Irish Times, Dublin, Ireland. And woman called 999 because she could not get her wellies off. National Ambulance Service asks public not to make life-threatening calls to the emergency line. Thank you very much. Moving on to real news. Mere life or death situations. Still reporting for the Irish Times. All right, yes, that is my Irish accent. I wanted to start off with that because we have some very heavy stories to get into, and two stories that I missed talking about when I uploaded Friday's body count report. Here is a picture of the woman's wellies that she had trouble getting off. Okay, all right. Enough fun stuff. Now to move on to the real news. Death to blasphemers increasing as political rallying cry as a political rallying cry in Pakistan. All right, so this is a scary, scary story because they explain here. Blasphemy is an effective wedge issue in Pakistan because there is almost no defense against an accusation. So basically, if you got somebody you don't like, well, they blasphemed the Prophet Muhammad. Simple as that. Just if you can convince people of it, there's almost no defense of it. So check out this story to learn more about what runaway religious law can do. This is a very detailed article. I'm very disappointed in myself for not squeezing it in there in my discussion of the Friday report there, but I'm making up for it by having it here. We're going to move back to Irish Times for a real life or death story that we're not really talking about, the siege of Damascus. Very heartbreaking picture. That is a super malnourished child, 2.5-year-old child there. So very, very heartbreaking story. 350,000 trapped Syrians. This is a mass casualty situation, and one of the unintended side effects of the Syrian civil war there in the Syrian conflict. Also, there's other links on this to that. Once again, these were the stories missed from last week for the body count report for Friday, October the 27th. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to stuff that happened over the weekend. And stuff that happened Monday. So, this is a pretty brilliant collection of news put into a very well-made video by Al Jazeera about the situation in Kenya and the NASA movement. So I've raised some questions about the NASA movement, and this report has done a pretty good job of answering my questions and explaining some of the political and social strife in Kenya. So check this out. Very interesting story. Thank you for the reporting, aljazeera.com. The Kenya situation is very, very interesting. Moving on, we have U.S. businessman shot dead in North Cotabato. Cotabato. Okay. This story is a little shocking because I've been talking about it. It's been one thing after another out of North Cotabato. And we're going to see the federal government of the Philippines getting involved here shortly. And I can guarantee you that because we had the Bangsamoro Islamic freedom fighters shooting down farmers for not paying protection money, apparently. Then the next day, we have the New People's Army, the communists, shooting a police officer. And then today, the report is a U.S. businessman. That's somebody from another country who's bringing business and money into your region is shot dead in the same area. And this looks like it may have been done by neither the communists or the Muslims. It may have been done by just a random criminal. So this is a scary situation because this is a region that is left into essentially the hands of the Moro Islamic Liberation Front to control. And I said, my money's on them to be able to control it. But well, let's just see what this commenter says here. Some commenter on this post says, it seems obvious to me that North Cotabato situation is getting out of hand. MILF is not maintaining control of the region and need the armed forces of the Philippines help to control the New People's Army and the Bangsamoro Islamic freedom fighters. I'm going to keep following this story on the Body Count Report and on Antisocial News. Amazing reporting as always, Manila Times. Thanks, Sully. And I would like to thank them for giving me the opportunity to talk directly to them on this page here. And feel free to join me there. Interact, let Manila Times know that their reporting is wonderful. I love the word heavy, not picture heavy reporting. Let's see here. Moving on. Ynet News. This is out of Israel. We got Hamas commander among the 7 that were killed in the tunnel blast. The IDF is... so if people don't know what's going on here in the Palestinian territories, people from all around the world feel really sorry for the Palestinians because there's really excellent campaigns that make them out to be 100% put upon by the evil, rich and powerful Israelis, and because of that, we should all give them money. And they've suckered a lot of countries from around the world to give them money, and then instead of using that money to make their lives better and pay for schools, they instead buy guns, body armor, and dig holes in the ground so that they can climb through the holes into Israeli areas and conduct terror attacks. They're well known as terror tunnels, and back in 2014, Israel exposed them for doing this because they decided to shoot some rockets into Israel and gave Israel a good excuse to go and hunt down where the terror tunnels were going and leading to, blowing up a lot of them and filling other ones with cement and hunting down and disarming the terrorists who were planning on doing a high holiday terror attack for the high holidays leading into 5776 and 5777. So anyway, moving on. We see that they took out a few people. 7 terrorists reported dead, 11 wounded after IDF destroys terror tunnel crossing into Israel. Dead include head of Islamic Jihad's armed wing in central Gaza, Arafat Abu Marsoud, and his deputy, a Hamas field commander, and 2 other gunmen. IDF deploys Iron Dome batteries near Gaza border, and that means they are expecting armed retaliation by Palestinian rebels. So now moving on to our last and final story. This is something that happened over the weekend. Pretty horrific out of East Africa. Al-Shabaab behind new deadly twin car bomb attack in Mogadishu. This is Somali capital. This happened on Saturday. And then we have suicide car bomb on Saturday. And then armed militants stormed the building. We have pictures here via africanews.com. So check this out. Check out the video, Africa News. Also, Irish Times reporting with a little bit more written details here. So this is the twin bombings 2 weeks ago in Mogadishu on October the 14th killed at least 358 people. And that was the worst attack in the country's history, igniting nationwide outrage. That is what's really disgusting. Nationwide outrage should be worldwide. We should all be upset about that. That was a on the ground terrorist attack that killed 358 people, and it upset everybody in the country. Everybody in that country, whatever country that was. Who cares? Honestly, I'm so disgusted that this is not getting more press, because people just do not care about Somalia, and it's depressing. So this is the second major casualty event in Somalia this month, and people just are not talking about it, and it's depressing. It's upsetting. All right, this has been Sully for Antisocial News Body Count Report for October the 30th, 2017, and let's hope this can properly cut. Thank you so much.